Hey everyone, Descentfreak here, and at long last, here I am, fully revealed for you guys. And, it's about time too, considering I've been doing Let's Plays for quite a few years now. But, I'm here now, and I'm here to celebrate my channel reaching 100 subscribers on YouTube! Yeah! Woohoo! Alright! And, I just want to thank you guys for helping me reach the first big milestone for my channel, helping me take the first step down the road of greatness. And hopefully I can continue going down that road as I gain more subscribers. So again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for showing your support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So yeah, you're probably wondering, why am I showing myself on camera? Well, I did say in my announcement video that Wikidoo has done this recently. And I figured I'd go ahead and do the same thing myself. Yeah, but don't worry, that's not going to change anything in my Let's Play. My Let's Plays are going to remain faceless. But I will do face cams during live streams on Twitch and possibly Hitbox. That is, if I can figure out how to get the stream to work properly. So anyway, in order to celebrate my channel reaching 100 subscribers, I am doing my first ever questions and answers video. So, let's not waste any more time and get right to it. Now, being that this is my first questions and answers video, and I have only 100 subscribers, not that many people posted questions for me. Specifically, 10 people posted questions, but I haven't counted how many questions I've got, and there's a total of 32 questions for me to answer. Wait a minute. 10 people, 32 questions. 32. Where have I seen that before? Aha! How convenient. So I'm going to start with the people who only posted one question, and then I'll get to the other people who posted multiple questions. So, here we go. Our first question is from Poinator, and he asked, how much do you like the LEGO games? If you do like them, what is your favorite LEGO game? I might do a Let's Play of it. I haven't really played any of the LEGO games. I've only played 2 LEGO games throughout my life, and they are LEGO Island and LEGO Island 2. And that's it. Those are the only LEGO games I've ever played. But, they're not bad. I think they're really fun games to play. I played the first game a lot when I was a kid, and the second game I played from start to finish just once. And that's it. But still, I think they're enjoyable games to play. What I like about the first game compared to the second game is that there's no coherent story. Well, at least not throughout the whole game. There's just a story stuck with a certain character. But most of the first game is just like playing on this large sandbox type environment, you know, where you walk around, talk to people, and build stuff. And yeah, you can drive race cars, you can race jet skis, you can fly helicopters, and deliver pizza. And you can play as 5 different characters. You can play as Mama or Papa Bertolini, you can play as Officer Nick or Laura or Pepper. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. And the story attached to this game is that when you're delivering a pizza, the person that you're delivering the pizza to depends on what character you're playing as. And in case with Pepper, the person you're delivering the pizza to is the Brickster, who is in jail. And when you deliver the pizza to him, he'll break out of jail, he'll steal a helicopter, and he'll basically just try to destroy the entire island, and it's up to everyone to try and stop him. And that's the only story there is for the first game. Other than that, it's just pretty much a free-for-all game, I guess. You just do whatever the heck you want. As for the second game, there is a coherent story from start to finish. You play as Pepper, and basically you start up with delivering pizza to different people on the island, so you can get parts to build yourself a house. And then you deliver the pizza to the Brickster, and he, what a shock, breaks out of jail again and starts wreaking havoc on the island, and it's up to you to once again stop him. And yeah, even though I played through that game just once, I still think it's a fun game to play. And yeah, I think both games are fun to play. And if you're considering doing a Let's Play of the LEGO Island game, then I'll keep an eye out for them. I'll go ahead and check them out. Next up we have Excadger. I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. And he asked, will you make a Let's Play of any fan-made single-player missions for Descent 3? I might. I do have a few mission packs for the first 2 Descent games. I got Vertigo, Maximum, the Lost levels, just to name a few. And I will be doing Let's Plays of those. And, if I come across a Descent 3 mission pack that I really like, then I don't see a problem in doing a Let's Play of it. Next up we have Brody Be Here, Brody Be Here. Redundant, much redundant. He typed in, so not sure if this is too close to personal info, but I would like to know what you do for a living. Well, I'm currently unemployed at the moment. I just recently filled out an application for a Hallmark store just down the street where I live. And I figured that would be a good first job for me, since it's a nice place and the people there are nice, and I like collectibles. The closest to a job I've ever got was doing volunteer work at the San Francisco SPCA for my high school senior project. And I think it's a lot of fun. Basically, we're making like a slideshow based on the topic that we are focused on. And the topic I picked was animal cruelty and animal shelters. And basically we would have to do volunteer work based on that certain topic. And since I chose animal cruelty, I chose to volunteer at the San Francisco SPCA. And it was a lot of fun. I was in the cat care program, and basically what I did was I visit these cats that are placed in separate rooms. I would go in there, I would just hang out with them, play with them, pet them and such. And that's it, that's all I would do. Just go in there and hang out and play with cats, and that's it. And I've been doing this volunteer work for 7 months, from January to July, a couple years ago. And I just loved it. I really enjoyed it. And many of the cats I visited were really nice, and many of them enjoyed my company. And some of the cats I visited have new homes and new owners now. Yep, they got adopted, and I'm really happy for them. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that job at the Hallmark store, and I really could use a job so I can get some money in my pocket to help my family out in any way possible. Next up we have Squid or Kid, and he has a couple of questions for me. First question, have you seen Steven Universe? I have not watched Steven Universe, and the reason why I don't watch that show is because the way the animation and the characters look, it's sort of reminiscent to The Amazing World of Gumball and Breadwinners, and everyone kept talking about what a shitty show Breadwinners is. Ugh. As for The Amazing World of Gumball, I've seen a couple of episodes of that show, and I don't think it's that bad. I like the characters. I like Gumball, I like Richard, I like Nicole, and yeah, I think it's an okay show. But Steven Universe, it just doesn't look like the kind of show that I would be interested in watching, so don't expect me to watch it anytime soon. And second question, what is your favorite Death Run map? Ooh. That's a very tough question. There's just so many fun maps to play on. If I had to pick one map right off the top of my head, it would have to be Safety First. Yeah, I just love playing on that map, just to see someone getting caught by the saws and go flying into the sky. I just laugh my ass off every time that happens. That just never gets old. Alright, next we have Cybruiser57 Peter, and he wrote down, nice job on the 100 plus subs. Keep up the good work, and a big thumbs up at the end. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. And wow, he put down a bunch of questions for me, so let's hop to it. First question, I just finished watching your Neo Doom LP, and do you plan in the near future a similar Doom related LP? Yes. Right after I finish Serious Sam 2, I will be doing Whispers of Satan with Eons of Death. Yeah, I know, it's about time I get around to doing the Eons of Death Let's Play, and I know some of you have been looking forward to that, so it's gonna happen soon, folks. Second question, you mentioned you are a global moderator on a TF2 server. I have a hard time finding it. Please, can you give me some info on the server, and can you tell me if the community is any good or friendly? Okay, if you can't find the server, The IP addresses are in the description below. We currently have 3 servers running. Server number 3 is passworded because we use that for like testing plugins and such. But the first 2 servers are open for the public, so anyone can join. And the purpose of these servers is they're achievement servers. What we do is we help other players get Steam achievements. And we have a bunch of admins and moderators. And we also have a set of rules for everyone to follow. And I mean everyone. Admins and moderators and donators included. And we have a zero-tolerance policy for certain things, like intentionally bringing down the servers, and no racial slurs are allowed, and a few other words are not allowed, like words that rhyme with bag, or maggot, or clear. Yeah, I think you know what words I'm referring to. One of our head admins, Evil Jack Carver, who does most of the map development work, added a word censor for the in-game chat to prevent people from posting words that are banned from the server. And if anyone actually posts a comment containing any of those words, their comment will be blocked and they'll be given a warning saying that that word is not allowed. And if they attempt to bypass the censor, then it will result in a permanent ban, just like that. So yeah, if you attempt to bypass the censor, just even attempt to do so, or actually succeed in doing so, then bam, you're gone, just like that. No warnings, no second chance. Well, actually you do get a warning from the word censor, but yeah, either you follow the rules or you'll get a boot up your ass. Your choice. So yeah, the community itself is good and friendly, and we do what we can to help other people get Steam achievements, and we make sure that there's no asshole causing grief and such. So yeah, stop right by when you get the chance, and who knows, there's a possibility you can run into me someday, because I go into the server every day just to make sure that everyone's following the rules and to see if there's anybody that needs help. So yeah, feel free to stop by. Question number 3. Do you have any expectations for Doom 4? I expect it to be awesome. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as good as the original, or dare I even say it, I think it's going to be even better than the original. But that's just my opinion, so don't go all apeshit over my own opinion, even if you are completely wrong. I also expect the Spider Mastermind and the Arachnotron to make an appearance in Doom 4. It was pretty much a disappointment they never appeared in Doom 3, especially considering there was some concept art for the Spider Mastermind for Doom 3, and they just completely scrapped that idea, and they never appear in the game. The closest we ever have for the Spider Mastermind is the Vagary, and she appeared like twice throughout the entire game. And we got the Ticks and the Treads replacing the Arachnotrons, and it's no fun. It's not the same. So yeah, I really hope to see the Spider Mastermind and the Arachnotrons in Doom 4. If they don't appear in the game, then oh well. I'm pretty sure I'll still enjoy the game. 4th question. If you are a sci-fi fan, what kind of spacecraft do you prefer? A capital ship like the Expediator, or a small fighter craft like the Black Pyro, and why? Me personally, I would prefer a smaller fighter craft, because if I were to own a large capital ship like the Expediator, it would be pretty overwhelming. Because considering that it's a huge ship, and you can easily get lost navigating through it, as evidenced in my Descent3 Let's Play when I did that level. It would be like owning the Citadel from Mass Effect. I mean, that ship is fucking humongous, and you never see the entire ship. Like, in the first game, you're at this portion of the ship, and then in the second game, you're like right here, and in the third game, you're like somewhere over here. So yeah, you're like in different portions of the Citadel, and you never see the entire ship. So, yeah, if I were to own a large capital ship, it would be quite complicated. So I would prefer a smaller fighter ship like the Black Pyro, or better yet, the Pyro GX, since I pretty much grew up with that ship. Yeah, when I saw that ship get melted by the sun at the beginning of Descent 3, it was quite heartbreaking. I just want to bring something up. Sometimes I usually have dreams that I'm like in the Mass Effect universe and I'm piloting the Pyro GX throughout the galaxy, like going through mass relays and visiting the citadels and such. Yeah, I do have a very creative mind. 5th question from Cyberuser57 Peter. Did you watch Pokemon? Yes. I loved Pokemon when I was a kid. I have a few of the games. I have Red, Yellow, Gold, and Silver for the Game Boy. I've collected many of the trading cards. I have some of the videotapes. I still have the tapes around the house somewhere. And I watched the show all the time when I was a kid. Basically, I was a huge fan of Pokemon. But then, for some reason, when I grew up, like around the time I was in middle school, I just suddenly lost interest in Pokemon. I mean, my interest in Pokemon just got up and left, just like that. I don't know why. But, yeah, I do miss Pokemon. I still like Pokemon. It will always have a place in my heart. And, who knows, maybe one day I will get back around to liking Pokemon the way I did back when I was a kid. Who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. Question number 6. What kind of entertainment do you have other than playing video games? Well, I like to sing. Yeah, my dad and I hang out at this bowling alley up in Cupertino called Homestead Lanes, where we do karaoke sometimes. And I like to sing Rush and AC/DC and in very rare cases, Nirvana. So, there's that. Question 7. Can you tell me the name of the music in this video? I know it's Descent 1 Level 2 Remix, but which one? And he's talking about the announcement video, which I set to private, by the way. I didn't take it down. It's still up. It's called Lunar Skylab, and it's from the Mac edition of Descent. Yeah, this plays in the Mac version of Descent, as well as the PlayStation version. And final question from Peter. Do you like dragons? Yeah, I like dragons. I think they're cool. I especially like the ones from the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I really like this one dragon. Oh, what's that dragon called? It's the two-headed dragon where this one head shoots out the gas and the other head coughs out the sparks to ignite the gas. I think that's a really freaking cool design. And the How to Train Your Dragon movies are so much fun to watch. I love the first movie. I love the second movie. There's a third movie coming out next year. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I think these are some of DreamWorks' best movies, along with the Kung Fu Panda movies. So, I can't wait to see what the third movie has in store for us. My mom loves dragons. She had like a huge fascination or obsession or whatever you want to call it for dragons. She just loves dragons. This one time for Christmas, like a few years ago, I took her to see the How to Train Your Dragon live show up in San Jose, and she just loved it. She's been wanting to go see it, and I'm really glad I took her to the show. It was a lot of fun. We got a couple of gifts. I got this little model of Toothless from the show. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, my mom loves dragons. I like dragons. I think they're really cool. So, dragons are awesome. Alright, next we have PLP Paul Let's Play CH. That was kind of a mouthful. And this is what he put in. Number 1, do more TF2 Death Run funny moments. Episode 5 is coming up right after this video. Number 2, what's your favorite anime? I'm not really an anime fan. The only anime I really enjoyed was Pokemon, so you can count that. Number 3, what's your most favorite game? Isn't it obvious? Why else would I be called Descentfreak? And number 4, do you remember me? I don't know. Have we met? Am I supposed to remember you? I honestly have no idea. Next we have Psychic Mario 64, and he typed in, "Hey Descent, it's me, Psychic Mario. Congrats on the 100 plus subs. I have a few questions for you. Number 1, what program do you use to record and edit your videos?" For recording, I use Fraps. There are a few different programs you can use to record your gameplay. You've got Fraps, Bandicam, and a few other options. But in my opinion, I think Fraps is the best option. Once you have the configurations all set up the way you want them, then you're good to go. And for editing, I use Windows Live Movie Maker for my Let's Plays and funny TF2 Death Run moments. And for this video, the Q&A video, I use something called Microsoft Expression Encoder 4, which I just recently downloaded, and it works pretty good. I think I might use it for future Let's Plays and such. But then again, I might stick with Windows Live Movie Maker. Who knows? We'll see. Second question from Psychic Mario. What's your favorite movie of all time? Now, I know we did talk a lot on TeamSpeak about movies and the Nostalgia Critic and such, and I might have said this before, but I've seen Doug Walker's listed as top 20 favorite films of all time, and I got to thinking, what would be my top 20 favorite movies of all time? And so far I've only come up with the top 5, and I'll go ahead and tell you what they are. Number 5, Real Steel. Number 4, The Shawshank Redemption. Number 3, Jaws. Number 2, The Avengers. And number 1, The School of Rock. Ah, yeah. That movie has everything I love about rock and roll, all under the name of Jack Black. He's a real badass. Third question, does your job as a TF2 global moderator on a server ever get stressful? It can sometimes, but not often. There were a couple of times where I was dealing with someone who were being so obnoxiously annoying, and I would just like, oh my god, what did I do to get myself into this? And both times I called in Evil Jack Carver and have him deal with the situation, have him decide what would be the best option. But other than that, I really enjoy being a global moderator. I think it's a lot of fun. I enjoy helping people, and I enjoy kicking out assholes, causing trouble. I think the busiest day I had as a global moderator was when I banned like 5 people from the server. 2 of them were permanent. The first one was because this guy kept bonking everyone with a Sandman baseball, including me, and he called me like a useless fuck after I told him to stop, and I just gave him the permanent ban hammer. And the second permanent ban was when this one guy called a fellow moderator a maggot. Only he didn't say maggot, he said a word that rhymed with maggot. Yeah, I don't need to tell you. You can figure it out for yourself. In fact, as far as I'm aware of, I'm pretty much the only admin who visits the server daily. Some of the other admins and moderators drop by every once in a while or so, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty much the only admin who visits the server daily, so basically I'm the busiest admin of the Draconis servers. And final question from Psychic Mario, when do you expect to LP Serious Sam 3 BFE? In all honesty, probably not until I get, like, a new PC. Because, well, here's the thing. I can still play Serious Sam 3. It's just that the graphics settings have to be set all the way down low so I can run the game. So yeah, basically I have the GPU speed and the GPU memory both set to lowest, so that I can play the game without much lag and such. But the problem is, the graphics look all crappy and pixelated, and that's not going to look good for a Let's Play. If I want to do a Let's Play of Serious Sam 3, then I would have to put the GPU speed set to low, and GPU memory set to ultra, at least. And, yeah, the graphics would look great. However, then the game would be constantly choppy and laggy, and that's not going to look good for a Let's Play either. So yeah, if I were going to do a Let's Play of Serious Sam 3, basically I would have to be able to have the graphic speed and memory set to low and ultra at the very least, and be able to run the game with those settings without too much lag, or any lag at all in that case. And in order to do that, I would probably need a PC, because I'm currently using Windows 7 64-bit, and apparently that's not enough for me to play Serious Sam 3 with the best option, with the best graphics option available. So I can still play the game. It's just that I'm only able to play the game while the graphics look terrible, and I don't want to do Let's Play the game with terrible looking graphics. I know none of you would want to see that, so yeah, don't expect me to do a Let's Play of Serious Sam 3 for quite a while. Okay, next up we have Patricia Reed, aka Carson Wildcat, and here's what she said. Hi there, Descent. Carson Wildcat here. Congrats on reaching this great achievement. Anyway, here's what I want to ask. Number 1, if you were to choose a great classic game that you have ever played, what would be your most favorite? Number 2, have you ever done video blogs? Not really. I'm not the kind of person who do video logs, or vlogs as people would often call them. Unless you count the video, of course. But clearly I'm showing myself on camera. But yeah, I don't really do video logs. I usually keep myself hidden while I do videos. But yeah, you can still count the Q&A videos as video logs if you want. Question 3. What's your favorite rock band? Right now, it's a tie between Rush and AC/DC. I've seen both bands live twice, and I love all the songs. Every single one of their songs I really enjoy. And I'm collecting every single one of their albums. And get a load of this. Yeah, these are all of the AC/DC album right here. Every single solitary one. So yeah, I love collecting everything Rush and AC/DC related. I even have the Backtrack box set. Yeah, the entire box set right here, folks. If you're interested in seeing that, leave a comment. I might post a separate video and show you what's in here. But yeah, I'm like an AC/DC super freak, as my dad would often call me, because I pretty much know almost everything about AC/DC. And for Rush, I love Rush. I've seen them recently in San Jose. It was such a great show. And yeah, those are my favorite bands. And final question from Carson Wildcat. Favorite place to hang out? I like to hang out in the Draconis Servers and up in Homestead Lane to do karaoke. I also like to hang out wherever Touch Too Much is playing, where it's the Fog Banks in Capitola, well, it's called the Sandbar now, or the Cats in Los Gatos. And yeah, I like to hang out wherever they're playing. They usually play at nice places. If any of you live in the California Bay Area, like near Moss Landing, Monterey, Santa Cruz, and Touch Too Much has a show playing nearby where you live, go check them out. They are really freaking good. They're a tribute band of Bon Scott era AC/DC, and they have their own website. I'll go ahead and post it in the description below. And yeah, they're really good. You should go check them out. Check out the website. You can check out the band, you can check out the calendar, see what upcoming shows they have. And if they have a show coming up nearby where you live, go check them out. I think you'll really enjoy them. Next up we have Wikidoo. Yeah, Wikidoo himself has a few questions for me. First question. What's the most obscure game you've ever played? If by obscure you mean underrated, then I would have to say probably Serious Sam. I mean, a lot of people have never even heard of the Serious Sam games, and they're missing out on all of this awesomeness. And I've never heard of the games myself until you, Wikidoo, introduced me to Serious Sam with your Let's Play of the first encounter with the Flapjack of Fury. When I saw the thumbnail for the first video, I was like, this game looks interesting. I think I'll check it out. And after I watched the video, I was like, oh my god, this game looks awesome. I have to play it. So, yeah, I think Serious Sam and Crow Team deserve more attention. So, let's spread the word, folks, because they're missing out on... This is what they're missing out on, alright? They're missing out on so much awesomeness and excitement, so... Let's get more people into playing these games. Second question. Do you think YouTube gaming will be the dominant streaming platform in the long term? Not in the slightest. I mean, compared to Twitch and Hitbox, YouTube gaming is nothing. I did check out a bit of YouTube gaming myself, and I seen Mike Latt's video of him checking it out. And I remember what you told me over on Mumble, what you think of it, and I'm pretty much in the same boat with you. I don't think YouTube gaming stands a chance against Twitch and Hitbox. There's no competition. And third question from Wikidoo. How were you first introduced to the Doom franchise? Funny you ask, because I pretty much knew you were going to ask me something like that, and I'm really glad you asked, because there's a very interesting story behind this. When I was a kid, a wee boy, I loved watching my mom play games on her computer. She played Doom, Heretic, Diablo, Age of Empires, and I just loved watching her play these games. And the only game I could play back then was Descent on my dad's computer. Yeah, my dad was the one who introduced me to Descent, so Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. So yeah, my mom was the one who introduced me to Doom, and of all the games she played, Doom was the most fascinating one. And I just kept asking her, Mom, can I please play Doom? Can I please play Doom? And she's like, no, you're too young, you'll kill yourself. And then one day when I was like 8 or 9, she gave me the CD for Doom, and she's like, here, go kill yourself. And I'm like, sweet! And I popped the CD in my computer. I spent hours and hours playing Doom nonstop. I was having the time of my life. So, yeah, that's how I was first introduced to Doom. And, yeah, I would say this is parenting done right. My mom and my dad introduced me to Doom and Descent, and I thank them so much for it, because if it hadn't been for them, I wouldn't be here. Well, I would still be alive, duh. It's just that I wouldn't be here doing Let's Plays for you guys. I would be doing pretty much something else. I don't know what. And something I want to bring up, there's a really interesting story that I want to tell you. A lot of you know Doom came out in 1993, which was the year I was born. And my mom and dad played the original beta version of Doom before the game was released. And, yeah, they were among the first people to play Doom. And my mom was pregnant with me, of course. And, they were playing multiplayer with a few other people. There's a couple of interesting stories, or more funny stories, that I want to tell you about. The way my mom plays Doom, she's more stealthily, like she's peeking around corners and sniping enemies at a distance. Whereas my dad, he plays similar to how I play, you know, just running around, gunning down enemies in wide open areas. And there was this one time where Mom was like sniping enemies with a shotgun, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, Dad ran right in front of Mom, just as soon as she pulled the trigger, and she shot him dead. And my mom was like, watch where you're going, you idiot. I thought that was really funny. Another funny moment was, like I said, there were other people playing with my mom and dad. There was this one guy who was hiding behind a false wall. I'm not sure if it was an intentional false wall, or if he somehow exploited to go outside the map. But yeah, he was in the starting area, hiding behind a wall. And whenever someone respawned, he would actually mow them down with a chain gun. And he kept doing this over and over, and people were like, how the fuck do we keep dying? And pretty soon they discovered him behind the wall, they shot him down. When he respawned, they started gunning him down several times. And yeah, man, I really wish I was there to see it all. Well, technically I was there. My mom was pregnant. I was in my mom's stomach. But, I wish someone actually recorded it all so I could see it all for myself. I think it would have been so much fun to watch. And last up we have Professor Zed, aka Dracky. You may remember Dracky if you watched my Portal 2 Let's Play. He was my co-op partner. He said, I got some questions for you, my good friend. Number 1, do you watch Rick and Morty? No, I don't really watch any of the shows on Adult Swim. The only exception is Futurama, but even then I don't watch that show on that channel. I usually watch it on whatever other channels it's on, like FX or Comedy Central. So, yeah, I basically try to avoid the shows on Adult Swim. Second question. On a scale of 1 to Cyber Demon, how hyped are you for Doom 4? Cyber Demon! Yeah, I am really looking forward to playing this game. And, my only hope is that my computer will be able to run this game, even with the lowest graphics settings. If I'm unable to play this game on my current PC, then I'm gonna be pretty sad. Question 3. Are you going to improve on editing and recording software / hardware as you gain more subscribers? There's not really much I can improve on. The only thing I can improve on is, again, getting a new PC. Or at the very least, like getting a new hard drive or graphics card or video card. Something that will improve my PC's performance so I can do Let's Plays of games like Serious Sam 3. So, yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I should improve on. Fourth question. How much subscribers do you think you'll gain next year? Who knows? I'm thinking maybe at least 300, maybe even 500 subscribers. I am getting more subscribers as time goes by, so who knows? Only time will tell. And final question for this video, and this is a really important question. I think you should all pay attention to this. Why do you sound like you have a stuffed nose? Constant sinus infection? No. The reason why I sound funny when I talk is because I'm hearing impaired. And in fact, can we stop the music, please? Because this is some really serious stuff I'm about to say. Thank you. When I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, which is a type of cancer that toddlers and infants can get. And I spent 11 months in the hospital. I've had chemotherapy, a bone marrow transplant, surgery, and all that shit. And it fucked up my body for life. Not only am I hearing impaired, my nervous system is fractured, and I have only one adrenal gland. In fact, let me show you my scar here. Yeah, see that right there? That's where I had my left adrenal gland removed, which is where the tumor was located. So yeah, I have only one adrenal gland left, and because of that, I can get exhausted pretty easily. I have very low energy, I have very low stamina, I get all worked up, I become exhausted almost immediately, and I'm always tired. I take like 1 or 2 naps every day. So, yeah. To quote Minerva Mink from Animaniacs, "It's not easy being me. Try it and you'll see." As a matter of fact, I still have some memories of when I was in the hospital undergoing my cancer treatments. The really crazy thing is, I never knew I had cancer the entire time I was at the hospital. Yeah, they didn't tell me anything. All I was told was that I was sick, I was going to stay at the hospital for a while until I got better. And I just went with it. I was just 3, 4 years old, so that's pretty much all I needed to know. But yeah, they didn't tell me I had cancer. In fact, my parents made sure that I never knew I had cancer. Because, well, here's the thing. When people have cancer, like, when people have tumors like the size of a pea, sometimes they would freak out. They were like, "Oh my god, I got cancer, I'm gonna die." And they do end up dying. And then there's people with tumors like the size of a golf ball. And they'll be like, it's no big deal. I'll be fine. I'll live. And they do. And, yeah, basically, they just didn't want me to get scared. They didn't want me to freak out because basically people who freak out over having cancer would end up dying. And, I was never scared. I never freaked out because I never knew my life was in danger. And my parents made sure I never knew. In fact, they even threatened the doctor, saying stuff like, "If you ever tell my son I have cancer, if you even say the word cancer in front of my son, I will sue your asses." And yeah, they actually said that. Well, I wasn't there when it happened, obviously, but that's what my parents told me. And yeah, I do actually remember some moments of when I was in the hospital. I even remember when I was in the surgery room. I was lying down in bed, the doctors were around me, getting ready to do surgery on me. And, yeah, it was without a doubt the darkest time of my life. As in, my life was in danger. I almost died. In fact, the doctors even said to my parents that I wasn't going to make it. They told my mom and dad that I was gonna die, that I had like a few months left to live. They even told me to set up a funeral for me. The doctors didn't think I was gonna make it. But against all odds, I beat the cancer. I won my battle against neuroblastoma. And here I am today. I've been a cancer survivor for, how long has it been? 18 years now? I mean, I was able to beat cancer at the age of 4. That's something. And people I know, they would usually say that I'm a living miracle because of my battle against cancer and that I won. And it's true. And I'm really glad I survived. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known all my wonderful friends and my family and all of you wonderful viewers. And even though I'm going to be disabled until the day I die, at least I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm really glad I survived. I'm really glad I'm still alive. And I'm living proof that miracles do exist. And I did get rewarded for being victorious over my battle against cancer. I got a wish from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I didn't use up my wish until I was 15. And that was back when my mom and I were living in South San Francisco. And this was back in 2008 when AC/DC started their Black Ice Tour. And I asked my mom if it was possible to meet AC/DC. And I was just joking. I knew it wasn't possible. But then my mom got to thinking, and she's like, wait a minute. The Make-A-Wish still has a wish for my son. And so she called them, and they fulfilled my wish. My wish to meet AC/DC in person. And it was the night of December 4th, 2008. We were chauffeured in a limousine from South City to Oakland at the Oracle Arena. We got to go backstage, and my mom and I were given some souvenirs, including this hat. Yeah, this very hat was given to me by AC/DC themselves. We got a bunch of souvenirs, we got to go in, we got to talk with the band. I spent most of my time talking with Angus and Malcolm. My mom spent most of her time with Brian. And we got pictures taken. Here's a picture right here. And notice the ornaments that Angus and Malcolm are holding? Well, the day before the concert, my mom and I went to Walgreens to get pens for autographs. And we came across these large Christmas ornaments. And she's like, you know what? They're going on the Christmas tour, so what's Christmas without a pair of big balls? Yeah. In case you don't know, they wrote a song in the 70s called Big Balls, which is on their Dirty Deeds album. And everyone just laughed their asses off. It was really funny. And after 10 minutes talking with the band, having fun, chatting with them, getting pictures and autographs, they signed my copy of the Black Ice album and my mom's copy too. In fact, I'm going to show you yeah, here's Angus's signature. And there's Malcolm and Brian. And there's Phil and Cliff. So yeah, this means so much to me. And after we said goodbye, we were taken to the room where they practiced their song. I was given half a dozen guitar picks used by Angus himself. And I still have them. And we got to see the show. We were very close to the stage. And it was my very first time seeing AC/DC. And it was such a great show. And it's a show I will never forget. So anyway, that's it for this questions and answers video. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for the questions. And I will see you guys next time as I upload the 5th episode of Funny TF2 Death Run Moments. And I will resume my Serious Sam 2 Let's Play as we start the levels on the Clear Planet. And joining me for those levels will be a special guest. I won't say who it is, I won't give out any hints, I'll keep it all a surprise. So, thank you all for watching, I will see you guys next time as I post the 5th episode of Funny Death Run Moments and continue my Serious Sam 2 LP. So, see you all later.